since we've done one. So I know you guys are probably pretty excited to have a new live stream for you guys to enjoy, whether that's live in the moment or after the fact. I know a lot of you guys like to watch these later. But yeah, guys, I hope you've been doing well, and hope life's been treating you right. Lots been going on in the background. I haven't really updated a lot of van life stuff lately. As you guys know, we've dived back into reaction videos again, in a huge way and everything. So I know you guys also love those as well. So we've been smashing out the reaction videos again. I've moved my car content, not completely, like I still will do some car content here and there on this channel, but I have moved. I have made a dedicated car channel. So if you're into car content exclusively and nothing else, make sure you head over to my Garage But Driven channel. And it's easy to find, youtube.com/Garage But Driven. Otherwise, yeah, even my van life, I do have a dedicated van life channel, Off Tap Van Life channel, that I have yet to really push and do anything on, but I would like to be able to do that. Hey, what's up, Big Timmy? Hope you're well. Thank you for chiming in. But yeah, so with that being said, though, I do want to start dropping a lot more of the live streams with the van life content in particular, because I know you guys love that. And on my car channel, I'll do like car live streams. All van live streams will be on this channel until my dedicated van life channel actually has enough people over there where I can live stream, because I can't live stream over there at all. They've changed the criteria for being able to live stream, so I can't even live stream over there even if I wanted to. Hey, what's up, Nicole? Welcome to the stream while live. Really? Yep. We're back, Nicole. Back with a live stream. So yeah, so all morning, so I'll give you guys a little update with the van. So all morning I've been really wanting to dive into this roof, but one thing has kept me from being able to start tackling fixing my roof is the fact that I have had major condensation happening, for starters, which has a lot to do with the fact that the roof is just falling apart, guys. Like, I mean, it is not a good situation. I've attempted to get some glue. What's up, Sam? Welcome to the stream. Sam, Nicole goes, I'm the first one talking so far for once. Awesome, Nicole. Welcome, Jazzy, to the stream. Sam, welcome to the stream. I haven't seen a live stream in a while. Been popping in here and there and checking out your reaction vids. Awesome, Sam. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Thanks to all of you guys. But yeah, so I've been wanting to fix this roof issue for a while, and I have attempted to fix it behind the scenes. I've gotten some glue, supposed to be like liquid nails stuff and things, and it did not work. Big Timmy, it's Tim as the Mazda. Oh, Tim, okay. Tim, what's up, Tim? How's things? Hope you're doing well. You changed your name. How's things going? Tim, did you end up starting your YouTube channel? And I think you said you were going to start YouTubing your channel or something. Did you end up doing that? Let me know. And yeah, Sam was in regards to cars. Sold my Beam. No, Sam, you sold your Beamer? No. Oh my gosh, your heart must be broken. In regards to sold my Beamer, the guy we bought it from bought it back. Oh wow, it took 2 days to go from Florida to North Jersey. He says it drives better now than it did in 2017. That's incredible. I can understand being someone who has sold some of my freaking most favorite cars, and if I could get them back, I would do it. So I can understand an owner chasing down their, car and being like, yo, I'll offer you more than what, you bought it for, to get it back. Like, I understand that feeling. But also, I think that once you've let go of a car, sometimes it's kind of risky. You don't know if it's going to be the same as it was when it left or in worse condition, because that would be heartbreaking. And I've kind of gotten to a point where it's like I'm scared, I'm terrified to sell one of my cars, right? Like I'd be terrified to find out what's happened to, like if I sold Buffy, for example, my E36 sedan, you guys know, it's been on the channel a while. If I sold that and then the same thing happened to it that happened to my Black Beauty, original Black Beauty Evil Killer, you guys remember the original, the Lancer Evil build? That was my favorite car. I love that freaking car. Had such big plans that I still didn't even get to finish, but I sold it stupidly because, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And then the guy wrote it off. Well, not the guy I sold it to, but it looks like he sold it to someone else and they wrote it off. And then I found out my car was in the junkyard, written off. That is heartbreaking stuff. I did a video on it. If you guys want to watch my previous vids, you can see pictures of it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was heartbreaking. Sam goes, my heart is broken, but Imran is restoring it. It was just too expensive to maintain it, and considering I can't drive manuals as easily because of my legs. He only paid $3,500. We bought it for $5,000, but it was $90 a month to insure it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, look, sometimes, yeah, circumstances, sometimes it just makes sense to let, you know, your baby go. I get it. I totally understand. Yeah, and that adds up to insure it. That $90 a month definitely adds up. Absolutely. So totally understandable. But yeah, man, I've been wanting to fix this roof situation. And I just haven't had a great solution. I did attempt to, when the glue didn't work, the liquid nail stuff didn't work. So then I attempted freaking duct tape. As you can see, I've got all this duct tape that I was like, this is supposed to be really strong Gorilla duct tape. And it didn't work. Wouldn't hold this crap like whatsoever. It's actually probably the worst duct tape I've ever used. I would never buy this brand again. I think it's more of a brand thing than anything else. But this brand that I got is just crap. It just sucks. Whereas I've got some duct tape back here that I've had on here, as you guys who've been following channels, since I literally bought this van, and it's still holding strong back here. It's never once come off. So I think this was just a brand thing. I think this crap is just crap. It also could be just the material that this roofing stuff is made out of. This is like some poly urethane something or another. I forgot the actual name of it, but it's some type of, it's not plastic and it's not foam. It's probably a combination of the two or something, but it's supposed to help with insulation. And I think it would be doing a much better job if obviously it was actually attached to the roof and not hanging down. So, so far, the natural adhesive that comes on the back of this is crap. Hasn't held up at all. The whole roof is just falling everywhere from the natural adhesive that comes on this. So that's crap. That was a fail. The liquid nail stuff by a company called Sellies, which is supposed to be really good stuff, failed. Did not work. Did not hold this up whatsoever. I was shocked because it's supposed to be really good stuff. Absolutely failed. All it did was just fall off and then leave a mess on my roof. So we're attempting something else this time, which is this stuff here. Is this it? This stuff here. This is a contact adhesive. And this is high strength. It says tough adhesives, flexible bond, and it's supposed to be for indoor and outdoor, which is very important. It's supposed to be moisture resistant, which is very important because obviously the condensation and moisture is a problem, and we want to make sure. And it's supposed to be also heat resistant as well. And this is a flexible adhesive. It's supposed to be for You can use it with ceramic, with leather, with stone, with wood, with glass, with plastic, with metal, with laminate. So this is all kinds of stuff that you should be able to use it with. Um, and this also, now, says injured eyes, vapor may be irritating. Prevent buildup of vapor. Avoid prolonged breathing of vapor and skin contact. So using a ventilated area. Well, I've got the side door open on the van. Fingers crossed that's enough. Got this fan on here. Hopefully that helps. I'll put it on the rotate mode and help it blow stuff out. And use a stone ventilator away from heat, sparks, or flame. Do not smoke. In case of eye contact, flush with water for 15 minutes and call a physician. Apply an even amount to both surfaces to be bonded. Leave for about 20 minutes to allow bond. They've put the directions. You can't even see the directions. The way they've done it, they've written it, and that little tab on the back there is like keeping you from reading it. Good job, guys. That's brilliant. This one's the same. So half of the directions is cut off by how they've designed their tube. Wow. Allow both. Apply an even amount to both surfaces to be bonded. Leave for about 20 minutes to allow both coats to dry. Assemble faces together and apply pressure for a few seconds. So I don't know. We'll attempt to see if this will work. We'll put a little bit on both surfaces somewhere. We'll do a little test area first. I probably won't put it over here first, over on this side, because this is where I'm, sleeping. And if this doesn't dry or anything and the moisture hits it, I don't want that stuff like floating onto my face, because that's obviously dangerous. And right now I've got condensation dripping literally onto my face. That's how bad it's gotten in here. Like, I've got water dripping in my face and things as I sleep at night. It's mental. I keep trying to find a place where it ain't dripping at night. So it's become a huge problem. I had these moisture absorbers in the car right here. I had tons of these. You guys know, if you've been following all the streams, that this was a solution that was helping. They got full. Don't know when they got full, but these, I've come to find out, these only really have a lifespan of about 3 to 6 months. But it should freaking still help. A lot's changed since before, when I had these vapor things, these moisture absorber dehumidifier thingies. They used to work a lot better. I think they're not going to work as well now, because I have an issue. For you guys who've been following the channel, so you know, my van diesel has broken down. It's the engine. I've got engine issues. It's just completely broken down now. Before it caught, so if you haven't watched my previous videos and been following along, the van caught on fire. Well, smoking. The engine was smoking. I won't say it was a fire, but it was smoking. And every time you start the engine, it instantly starts smoking badly. And this van has a new radiator. The first thing I did when I got this van, if you've been following since way back when I first got the van and started van life, brand new radiator in this thing. I mean, I've maintained this thing quite a bit. As you guys know, follow along, we've done quite a few things to it. So anyways, long story short, it started smoking videos ago, had to get it towed, yada, yada, yada. It's broken down still. I have not been able to get it fixed, because I think I'm going to have to end up replacing the entire engine. That's what my belief is. I believe it's something super major, and I'm going to have to replace the entire engine. It's my biggest fear, but I think that's what's going to be the only real solution to fix this thing. And I know some people have had some success putting other engines in their van. I know some people, a couple people have specifically put basically, for you guys back home, it's a Chevy double S engine, aka in Australia the Holden Commodore. I know some people have put Holden Commodore VT series engines and swapped them into vans. So it's kind of almost like a popular one for people to put in vans. And I would love to see if there was something like that was an option. I would love to take out the equation of this being a diesel, because the diesel and the injectors and all these things that you guys know I've had the issues with, all that stuff. It would take it out of the equation if it wasn't a diesel. Make it gas, aka petrol for you guys in Australia. Change it, you know what I mean, so it's not diesel, and put one of those engines in, which parts are probably, well, actually no, that's probably not even a good idea now, because now that Holden no longer exists in Australia, I could be creating more issues for me, because it's hard to get Holden parts now. So one of the reasons why I was going to, at one stage, guys, I was interested in getting a Holden Astra Turbo SRI. There was something I ages ago was going to get for the channel. Really cool two-door coupe, like hatchback kind of car. They're really dope. Big in Europe. They're like a Vauxhall or something in Europe, they call them. But they're dope. And I didn't get one because I was talking to a garage mechanic, and they specialize in Holden, particularly Commodores and that type of car, but they do all Holden stuff. And they were saying we can't even get Holden, because the one I was going to buy had a power steering issue, and they've got electric digital power steering kind of things, and they don't have the traditional one. They've got like it's an electric digital unit. They said you won't be able to find that part. That's probably why the guy who was selling the car was selling it so cheap. It's like you're not going to be able to find that part whatsoever. He says, I've got 5 Commodores in my garage right now, and I can't get parts to fix them because now Holden is obsolete. The parts are harder to find. And yeah, it's one of those things, because Commodores in Australia, like at one point everyone had one, and so everyone is fighting for those parts now. Those parts, everyone's fighting for Holden parts now. And so your biggest thing, you might be able to pick up a cheap Holden right now, but getting it fixed, you might not be able to get it fixed, man, easily. And that's kind of one of the issues that I'm having with my Ford Transit van, which you guys know, Fantastic, which I sold and bought back again. If you haven't been following along, check out the previous videos. I bought back Fantastic, which we have streamed and done content on this channel. That van, I had the similar issue where that car, the Ford Transit van, especially that era, that model, the parts are really almost impossible to find unless you can find one from a Wreckers and be lucky enough to beat everyone else to that part. As far as new parts or finding parts that still exist, that are still being made for that van, impossible. When my hub went on Fantastic, the hub, and you guys, that video, and I did the whole hub replacement thing on there and everything, that was the last hub assembly in the country to be found. That was the last one. So that's one of the issues. Like it's hard to with older vehicles, that especially when they're obsolete, it's hard to repair them. You can't get the parts. So that's why you can sometimes grab a deal, but is it a deal if you can't ever drive it? You know what I mean? So yeah, so with Van Diesel, I don't know what the solution is, because it's going to be an expensive exercise either way. I think it's going to cost me, if I'm lucky. Now, I have seen some Vito engines, some in the Wreckers, and some people from time to time will have a crashed Vito. One time, I wish I would have got it, because I did think about it at the time, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. Someone was selling a crashed Vito. The whole front roof of it was crashed in. The engine and everything was fine. They were selling for like $900, bro. And I should have got it at the time and got the engine out and had that. And I didn't. Didn't do it. Because at the time, Vito was running, Van Diesel was running, and I was like, oh, it's fine. We've fixed the issues. It's good now, good to go. Didn't do it. So, yeah. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Let me catch up on it. Sam goes, Gorilla Tape doesn't work that well. It failed to keep our pool cover together in the end. A weird stopgap might be caulk. Stopgap might be caulk. I've heard of that name. I'm not sure what it is, but I think I've heard of it. Sam, nice profit. Jazzy, that's not a nice profit. He lost money. What are you talking about? You put Sam nice profit. Wait, he only paid $3,500. We bought it for $5,000. So he paid $3,500 for a car that Sam sold. Sam paid $5,000 from the same guy who then bought it back for $3,500. So he didn't profit, but I don't know. Then Sam goes, we broke even, but we put $7,000 in it to fix it. I don't see how you broke even. I'm confused. If you sold it for $3,500 and you paid $5,000 and put $7,000 in it, I don't see how you broke even. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's me. I'm confused. Have you tried Flex Seal? I've heard about Flex Seal. I've heard about it. Matter of fact, my friend told me to check it out. Is that the spray? She said it's some stuff in a can or something, or that you can spray and it seals stuff. So I will look into that, because I don't know how good it's going to work on something like this where I've got like layers, this stuff, just unless it actually, you can spray it on the back and it's an adhesive like that. But I do believe it will work for on the outside of the van where I've screwed in for my sunroof. Now I've silicone the hell out of it. You guys know when I put my solar panels on the roof, which I did myself, pretty proud of that. I drilled the holes in the roof and everything. I put silicone. And by the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you don't know any of this stuff, I live streamed all this stuff, and from beginning to end, or there's videos of the actual stuff on the channel. So, when I did the holes in the roof, I freaking put silicone like crazy. Supposed to be waterproof, temperature proof, all this stuff. I double-sided tape this stuff that's supposed to be also waterproof, temperature proof, all this stuff, where I put the hole and then put that. So I had double protection, and yeah, went to town. And for the most part, I still believe that they're not leaking. Fingers crossed. I don't think it's my holes that I did that are leaking. I think what is leaking literally is just built up condensation on the roof that is just rolling down all over the place. It's just, because again, these gaps aren't helping whatsoever, and condensation is getting built up underneath it, and then it's just rolling down all over the place. With the exception of the back window, which you guys know since I bought the van, always had that leak with the rubber and the seals on the window, which I still have not fixed. So that spray, if it's what I think it is, based on what my friend said, the Flex Seal stuff with the spray, could fix something like that. Also on Vantastic, one of the reasons I haven't started diving into Vantastic, which I bought it back to freaking restore it back to better than its former glory, I should say. But for you guys who haven't watched that and followed in with that, so when I got Vantastic back, it'd been stripped out. It's stripped, gone. So you remember that beautiful build that was inside? I did one video where you guys seen me sleeping in the bed, and it was so beautiful, it was so perfect, and I was back there, and it was really nice in there. And I had my best sleep that I've had since leaving my apartment in Vantastic, and it lasted for only 1 night, one experience. Anyways, fantastic. The whole inside stripped out. Come to find out, it's leaking in different areas and stuff. Like, it's taking on water, it's leaking. It's got whoever painted the dodgy paint on the back guy, which is probably the guy I bought it from, or yeah, I think it was him. It was painted with like house paint, bro. Like freaking not proper car paint, but like house paint is what's been painted on there, right? So that house paint's been painted directly over rust. I'm discovering that underneath it, because it's starting to crack now, right? So it's a quick fix to just make it look all pretty. That's why I use house paint. It's thicker, that thick house paint crap, layered on nice and thick. Looks perfect, looks like there's no rust or whatever. It's all cracking now. It's starting to show rust underneath. So that thing needs a lot of body work, like a lot. It needs to be completely stripped down, and then all the rust needs to be addressed. It needs to be grinded out. It needs to be properly done and properly repainted, and all that stuff needs to happen. That is a big deal. I don't even know if, like, I mean, I would like to attempt to do that kind of thing myself on that, but I think the rust part needs to be professionally done, because it's, you know, rust just doesn't disappear. You got to do it properly, which means I think a lot of that needs to be cut out. That's where it gets, you know, it's not just grinding it and stuff. Some parts of that are going to have to probably be cut out and then new parts welded on. That's the only real way to get rid of rust. For you guys who don't know, that's the only real way to ever completely get rid of rust is to cut out a rusted section with a part that's not rusted. Put new steel, you know, stainless steel or aluminum, whatever you're using, and replace that part. That's the only way to do it. Or I guess you could cut it out and fiberglass it, but that's harder to do. It's easier said than done. It's the easiest thing to do is just get rid of it, weld on new parts. Plus structurally, that's better as well than fiberglass. Depending what you're doing, like if it's a bumper or something, you know, fiberglass is great for things like that. But, or, you know, putty for something that, you know, you can putty over and smooth over, it's not dent. But when it's actually rusted through, yeah, you need to freaking, unless you can grind all the rust out, which again, that thing. Also, the back door still has that leak that it had when I had it, the back door. Water's leaking through the back door, water's leaking through, looks like one of the windows, the seals, it looks like it's leaking through there somewhere, which is fixable. The driver's door is also water's coming through there, which I think one of the things that is causing that to happen, again, looks like it might have been an accident or something, man. Like, I don't know, and this guy just attempt to mask it and make it look like it wasn't, because now I'm starting to see things that I didn't see the first time around when I had it prominently. Like, now I'm noticing stuff. I mean, I guess maybe actually having the inside stripped out is a good way to see that. This probably was hidden. Maybe it was rust, the water was coming in the whole time. I never knew it. Never spent much time in it. So, you know, there's that. And also, in order to see water built up over a period of time, it needs to rain over a period of time. And I think when we had that big rain here, you guys remember I did the whole flooding, the whole place was flooded all over the joint up here, bad rains. And I think that's when, because it kept raining and raining and raining and raining and raining, you can really then see those problem areas. And so, yeah, I never knew that. But it is what it is. So that's why I haven't really started on there, because for starters, I don't, it's going to cost a lot of money to start, I think. I have a plan to stop the leaking on the inside. I do have a plan. I'm going to, I don't know if you guys have heard the spray insulation stuff that you can actually spray insulation. It's like a spray foam insulation kind of stuff, and you spray it throughout your whole thing. It insulates. It stops condensation. Mold can't grow on it. It keeps the heat in, keeps the code, like keeps your heat in, in the winter, and in the summer it keeps it cooler. And it's also sound deadening as well, so it helps keep sound out and stuff. Like, this is the mission. This is what I'm going to do to this van. This is what I'm going to do to Vantastic. But you have to move. When I do it, I'm going to have to take everything out of the van to do it. I have to remove everything out the van. That's why it makes sense to start that van. That van's already stripped now. And then you got to spray, and then you can't, it takes a couple days for it to cure, that kind of thing. So it wouldn't be able to be in there. And it's a lot of messing around, but it seems like it's a solution. It seems like it might even stop a bunch of leaks that are happening, because it'll just go on, and it's waterproof and everything, and yada yada. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to play with this in a second. Let me just check and see if I catch up if anything else that you guys might have said on here. Let's see here. Blah 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 blah. Oh, it's the lining, not the actual roof. Yeah. Have you? I can't remember what we used at CCA races, but in my VW Passat, we held the lining up with glue dots, and it held for a while before the car gave up the ghost. Okay. Sounds like a door vapor seal. Right. Or roof rust. Please remember to gently touch the like button. Yeah, if you guys can give me that thumbs up, it helps with the algorithm, apparently. Allegedly. That's what they claim. It would be great to be. It would be great to get rid of the diesel. Jazzy goes. I think I prefer petrol. I don't really, you know, I prefer the gas engines. I don't think I'm really a fan of diesel engines. I mean, diesel is cheaper, but every diesel vehicle I've had, it smells. You know, you smell the smell of diesel, even when it's supposed to be running right and nothing wrong with your car. You still smell freaking diesel, man. My Audi, which was nothing wrong with the engine, the Audi was dope, which again, another car I regret selling. I shouldn't have sold that. But anyways, it was diesel, and you could smell the diesel, especially if the top was down, or if you had the thing, like, you could smell the freaking diesel in it. That's why I never ended up putting the top down the whole time I had it. I've never once drove it with I only drove it with the top down once, was when I went to the gas station the very first day I got it or test drove it, I should say. I didn't even own it yet, but it's the same day that I did own it. After I test drove it, I bought it. But the day when the guy who sold it to me, he was there to put the top back up. That's the only reason I freaking drove it down that time. That was a cool car. I shouldn't have sold it. It drove really well. It was 6-speed. Had some get up and go to it. Yeah, see, you know, you always have those experiences where you go, man, I shouldn't have sold that. So, and I know I'll have that feeling again with my cars. Like, that's why now I'm having such a hard dilemma, because in order to fix things that I need to with my home here in the van, or with Vantastic, either or actually to fix anything with any of my other vehicles right now that need to be, you know, attended to, I would have to probably sacrifice one of my vehicles and sell one of my vehicles. And I'm having the hardest time just doing it this time around, because I know how I'm going to feel. I know I'm going to regret it. I know I'm going to be freaking like, why'd I do that? I can't believe I did that. Especially these cars are becoming super rare, and the prices of cars have skyrocketed. And all my cars I have now are worth freaking now. Okay, let's explain this, right? A car is worth what someone is willing to pay for it. But a car is also worth, again, what the market dictates is worth at that given time, which Redbook sometimes says a car is worth a lot less than what the market is saying they're willing to pay for it. Which is the case now with my cars right now that I have. If you aren't following the market, my cars are worth, like, okay, let's use my white Beamer for example. My my Buffy BMW E36 320i. That car, the price I paid for it, I got it super cheap, dude. I got a great deal for the car, a great price. The price I paid for that car at the time, which you guys, if you watch the channel, go look at my previous videos when I got it, all of that's there. The whole story of Buffy. Got tons of Buffy content. Check out my old videos. But that car now, 4 times what I paid for it. 4 times, 5 times what I paid for it, I can sell it for now, right? And that's just now. That's not including what it will be able to go for in the next probably 5 years, for example, because it's officially a classic now. And these cars are becoming more rare, especially ones in good condition. So I know that my coupe that I have, E36 coupe, Violet, is even worth more than my sedan because it's a coupe. The coupes are more sought after. They're even harder to find, especially ones in good condition and with the bigger engine, which mine has, the 328i. Has the bigger 2.8 liter engine. Again, sought after, and mine's is a rare color. Mine's is a freaking super rare color. It's going to freaking be worth 5, 6, 7 times what I paid for it. And that's what they're selling for right now. There's people selling these. They're going for freaking 20K plus right now. If you find a 328i in good condition, flawless, especially if it's manual, that adds more money value to it. Mine has working sunroof and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, dude, these have become big money cars. My WRXs, both of them, the most sought after generation of WRX. They're the most popular WRX model, okay? These are sought after big time. When you think of WRXs, these are the most popular sought after models that I have. 2 out of 3 of the most sought after WRX models, okay? I have 2 out of 3 of them. And when I bought them again, I got crazy deals. I bought them for way cheaper. Every car, you guys know me, right? On my channel, everything I've ever gotten or bought has been, I'm just looking for great deals, the greatest, cheapest prices. When it's super cheap, it's within my budget, my ability to get it. And I've had to sell things to do that and swap things and whatever. You know, I was initially going to just keep swapping up and flipping my cars. I do want to flip cars and swap up, but I don't think any of the cars I have now are cars I want to do it with, because these are my pride and joy cars that now is not the time to sell, because if I just hold on a bit longer, I will maximize what I can get for them, because they're freaking worth, like, according to the market now, worth really good money. All WRXs, both my WRXs now, people are selling them for over 20K. So, you know, so yeah, I don't think I should let them go. And I'll regret it later, and I'll feel sad, and I'll feel depressed, and I'll feel like I felt when I got rid of all my other cars. So, it would be, but hey, I don't draw. Timmy goes, what about get a 05 Mazda? Timmy, you know which Mazda I would get, Tim? I would get, the Mazda I would actually get, I would, if I was getting a Mazda, I would get the Mazda 6, I think it's a Mazda 3, no, Mazda 3, the SP1, I think it is, the SP something, I'm pretty sure it's with the SP1, I think it's the SP1 or something, forget the actual one, but it's the turbo model. They did make a Mazda 3, a turbo variant, and it was a turbo. It was really sexy. Actually, they had a hatch. It was a hatch turbo, freaking 2-door turbo hatch. The I forgot the actual one, but it's a turbo. They look sexy done up. If I was to grab a Mazda, that's what I would get. Without a doubt, that's what I would get. Nicole goes, I wish I could afford to come help. Last I checked, tickets there were $5K. Yeah, Nicole, man, freaking tickets have just gone bonkers now. All the airlines attempting to make up all the money that they've lost. Obviously, they've lost tons of money since freaking COVID past couple years. So I imagine prices for flying is going to be jacked up for a while until people start recouping some of this COVID freaking loss of business that they've had. Faith, you should know by now I'm really slow at times and my eyes are playing up today. Oh, Sam's car. Where'd Sam go? Did he leave? He wrote, Passat died. My Passat did when it died. If the engine is toast, best recommendation is sell the van shell and maybe start a new project in Van Normus. Yeah, another bad decision I made. Sam, another decision that I regret now, but if I didn't sell Van Normus at the time, I wouldn't have Violet. But I sold it at a time when Van Diesel was still running. So, yeah, but there was reasons why I did sell Van Normus, because it had freaking started to have its own freaking dramas. Watch a previous video on that. I kind of discuss it. But yeah, on retrospect, I wish I would have kept it, because now I'm freaking, if I'm going to replace it, was going to have to replace an engine in any vehicle, it might as well have been in Van freaking Normus and not Van Diesel. But Van Normus had the issues with all the rat and all that stuff that was just buried in the freaking car and the walls, the van and stuff, that as someone who's an asthmatic, I was like, I don't know, man, I don't really want to freaking deal with that, you know what I mean? And that was the biggest reason why. But on retrospect, yeah, I freaking wish I didn't. Blah, blah. Jesse goes, I wouldn't touch any Holdens now. Yeah, you know, Holden is a hard car to own now. I think it would be really risky to own a Holden just for the repair things. But that being said, I will probably get a Holden again when the opportunity allows, because I think it'd be great for the channel to have a Holden Commodore, and I've always liked them. I've loved the Holden VT and the VE. I actually think they're sexy as hell, so I'm a fan. I would get another Holden for sure. Duh. I fell day before yesterday and bruised the hell out of my hip bone and tore a ligament in my knee. Ouch, Nicole. That sounds painful. Jeez, hope you're okay. Sending lots of love to you. Jeez. Owie. Nicole goes, for some reason my body automatically moves to that side. I don't know why, but I think it's because it's my weak side, so I don't have the strength to move it. Geez, lots of love to you. Hope you get better soon, Nicole. Well, morphine A, at least that's some happy medicine for you for a while, and something good came out of it. Geez. Yeah, lots of love to you. Hope you get better soon. So yeah, guys, anywho, it is what it is. Figure it out. I don't know, you guys will be coming along for the journey anyways, so you guys will know as things progress and what's going on. You'll be there to witness it, to experience it. So for now though, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to use some of this. So they make it sound scary now, because the other reason I was saying about the ventilation issues that I have in the van is because when the van broke, the engine won't start. It literally won't even power up now. The battery's gone flat. Obviously, the battery can't stay going if you can't keep it alternator running. Eventually, your battery fails you. The battery's failed. I don't have a trickle charger. A trickle charger would help, but trickle charging the vehicle while it's outside and not garage is kind of hard to do. It's tricky. The whole situation is tricky, really, with the van. There's probably a solution. The other reason I can't easily trickle charge it or really do anything is kind of scary as well, because the battery in this car is actually inside of the van. I live in the van, so don't really, you know, you guys who have ever charged a battery up, car battery, you need to do so in a ventilated area. You can't just charge it in an area where it's completely enclosed all the time, which is the case in my little small van. It's not big enough to even attempt to do it. So I don't know how I could trickle charge unless I attempted to trickle charge it from the inside the hood. There's a couple of terminals. Maybe I could somehow make it work. I don't know. But anyways, the issue I have now with the van is I can't put the windows up, put the windows down, because I've got no power. And having the windows cracked is great for allowing to have some condensation. And also driving the vehicle helps when you can put the windows down and just get a bunch of air blowing constantly in your van to help circulate the air in here. I haven't been able to do that. The van is just stuck in one location, can't be moved, can't run, can't start, can't open the windows. So my only air I get circulating is when I open the sliding door. And even if I could crack the windows up and down in here, it's just tricky because this area that I'm parked at, there's lots of freaking flies that are just always around. They fly in, get in the van. One day I literally had over 10 flies in the van that I was attempting to get out, that they had managed to get in the van. Stuff like crazy stuff. There's tons of flies around here. There's tons of flies, mosquitoes, and stuff. So I'd want to be able to constantly be able to put up the window and only in moderation have it open, which again, the ventilation will never... The real solution I need to do, guys, which I will do or figure out if I'm going to do all this stuff to Van Diesel, is I will take one of the solar panels off, I think, this rear one, and put a proper roof ventilation, you know, window thing, the roof window thingies, roof fan things, you know, and put one in here, and maybe cut a small window out in the back. These are things that would really help with a screen on it, and then I could solve that problem. So I don't know, guys, lots of little things and stuff to figure out, to work out, and we'll get there. We'll figure it out eventually. We'll get there. But yeah, anyways, let's see what this stuff is like. I don't want to use too much of it because, again, they've freaked me out now by saying about ventilation this and ventilation that and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's scary because I know I don't really have the best ventilation in here. So, but we're gonna attempt this. I'm gonna put a dab of it. I think I'll do this one here, because this one is taking up a big chunk of real estate. And then we'll leave it for 20 minutes. I'll get out the van. I think that's probably gonna be the better idea once I've glued it up. And we'll see how we go. I'm kind of scared to use this stuff, man. They've made it sound really freaking scary. All right, I've popped the lid. All right, the lid's popped. Whew. All right, let's see if this stuff will work. I basically at first just want to know if it will freaking work, man. So I'm just gonna, you guys can see here, so I'm going to I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and just squeeze some. They say squeeze it on the surface that you want to use it for, and squeeze it on the other side as well. Did they say dab it, or You just dab it? Is it a dab? What did it say? To apply an even amount to both surfaces to be bonded. Leave for about 20 minutes. All right. I don't know if this is gonna work. But I can tell you it's a pain in the butt. I don't know how you're gonna glue the top. Yeah. Oh, it's runny! It's super runny! Oh, crap! Oh! Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be so freaking runny. Oh my gosh. Alright, there's no way I'm gonna be able to put this on the roof and it to freaking dry being this runny on the roof like that. This stuff is majorly runny. Holy crap, bro. I was expecting to be a bit thicker. It's like freaking water, man. I don't know how this is gonna go. I think I'm gonna just attempt to squeeze a bunch on here. Then I'll push the roof thingy up. And let some get on the thing. It'll probably drop, but then it'll hopefully just dry in 20 minutes or whatever. Freaking hell, bro. This is not what I thought it was gonna be like. Oh, and it's really smelly. I'm hoping by doing this like this, it'll just, some of it will get on the roof, and then there'll be some of that. And even if this drops in 20 minutes, I should be able to push it back up and it will seal. This stuff is smelly as hell. I don't think this is gonna freaking work. Holy crap, bro. Oh. Hope it's not on my hand. Ugh. I don't know. It might work. It's just really runny, and that makes it harder to use from the get-go, it being so runny, which I thought it would be a bit freaking thicker, you know, going a bit more like a gel or something. It's holding now though for the moment. It might actually just hold, man. It says wait 20 minutes and let it get tacky or something, and then press it and hold it into place. But it's so runny that the roof part, that's kind of hard to do because it's running on the roof. It's just going to drop down on the ground. I was expecting, like, it was literally like water, bro. Like, it was just like super runny, man. I was expecting a little bit, if you know, especially if we're gonna put something on the roof. Whew, and it smells like crazy, bro. Super smelly. But this seems to be holding at the moment. Oh! Ah! It's on my arm! It's on my arm! Bro, it's running over the joint. Holy crap. Crap, bro, it's dripping all over. I didn't even put it over here. Holy crap, I didn't even have it on this side. Bro, this is, oh my gosh. Dude, it's all over me. Freaking, this is a disaster. Oh crap. Oh hell no. Freaking hell, not my blanket. Oh my gosh, dude. They say don't get it on your skin and stuff, man. I should have used gloves. But I thought I had it under control. I didn't realize it was going to roll to the other side, bro. This stuff is like freaking bad, man. Like, it's so runny. I can't, how am I going to use this on the roof, bro? It's going to just run all over everything. All right, I got to freaking wash my hands. But freaking hell. That stuff just ran all over the other side of this thing here, man. But on a positive, it might actually be doing something. I mean, hard to know yet because it's not applied properly. I've not applied this the way it's too runny to apply to the roof the way I envisioned it in my head, because it's just going to drip all over the joint, man. Freaking hell, nah, I don't think this is going to work. I think I just made more of a mess. Crap. If I knew it was going to be that runny. Oh my gosh. Ah! Freaking hell, my fingers stuck into my fingers. Alright, I gotta wash my hands, man. This has been a disaster. I gotta wash my hands. Oh great. I'm scared to get I need to wash my hands, and my water thing is back here, and I don't want this stuff dripping on me. That stuff is bad. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I'm not even stepping on the ground, man. It might be on the carpet. My feet get this stuff. Man, that was just dripping like freaking like crazy. See, that's why I was saying I'm glad I followed my thought process and didn't do this side where I sleep first, man, because that stuff, who knows how long it's even going to dry, if it will dry, and then the condensation hits the roof and it's dripping in my face, man. Freaking hell, bro. Trying to get water out of my tank. Attempt to do so without putting my head over here where this stuff is dripping out my freaking head, man. Holy crap, that was a fail. Jeez. Freaking hell, man. Oh, that stuff is bad, man. Oh, super runny. Good thing I didn't put it over here, too. I was going to do this one over here first. And my freaking kettle and stuff is over here, and on food and things, and that would have been dripping on there, man. That stuff is, yeah. Man, they dropped the ball with their design of that stuff, man, because it needs to be thicker for me to use it on the roof. Because otherwise, it's just going to drip off, man, like it was doing then. How do you expect people to apply that? Even if you're applying it on a surface on the side like this, it's just gonna drip all the way, roll down somewhere else, bro. Like, what the hell? That was all over my hand, man. Like, tons of it. Far out. That stuff is crazy, man. And it smells like crazy too. Freaking hell. Man, I wish I would have had my freaking glasses on, my work glasses, man. I think that's the best way to apply this. Make sure you have freaking safety glasses on. This stuff, especially if you're gonna be going up like this, because this stuff just starts dripping, bro. Yeah. Crazy. Whew. Well, that was a freaking interesting development. Holy crap, man. I'm gonna need to get some gloves, man. I'm gonna apply this stuff. Avoid contact with skin. Wash immediately with soap and water. Flush with water for 15 minutes. Damn. That's mental. Man, good thing I had those wipes handy. Freaking hell, man. That did not go to plan. Oh, that water feels good. Back to the drawing board. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. That is, I've never bought any type of supposedly, you know, bond sealant glue stuff ever of any type that was so runny, except for super glue. Super glue is really runny, can be really super runny. But this stuff here, I was expecting it to be, you know, more of a gel-like consistency or something. Ugh, I feel icky. I hope none of it's in my hair, man. I don't know what to do about this now. But I gotta get out of here. These fumes are crazy. So I'm gonna have to get out of here. No wonder they say ventilated. I mean, this stuff is potent. I mean, even my throat feels a bit freaking. After all of that, if it freaking works, you know, then that's a horse of a different color, which remains to be seen at the moment, whether or not it actually works or not. I'm gonna just keep attempting to, I guess, apply some pressure here. Because I think if it works, I mean, that's good, except for I don't know how I'm gonna apply it in the future to make it viable, you know, to be able to be used. Anyways, I'll let it dry for a bit. It says 20 minutes, so we'll let it kind of do its thing for 20 minutes, or probably 10 minutes now, probably another 10 minutes. If it ends up working, though, I'll be impressed, I'll tell you that. But I'll also be depressed. Because if it works, I'm scared to use it. Like, it's just going to be dripping down everywhere. I don't know a practical way to use it. If it does work, it's going to be a very messy situation. But it'll be the first thing that actually worked too, so if it does work. I'm kind of hopeful. It could work, man. But I need to get out of the van for now, man, because no wonder they say well ventilated. This stuff is just mental. Avoid prolonged breathing of vapor, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and freaking avoid prolonged breathing of vapor. What's up, Donna Leah? Hope you're well. All right, I'll give it 10 minutes. I'll give it 10 minutes. All right. I wonder, is it possible Not possible. I was wondering if it was possible to switch devices when you're on a live stream. Like if you can take this live stream and then log in with your different device and start streaming from that one. It'd be interesting to see what happens. So we'll wait another. We'll give it. It's been at least probably 10 minutes since I first applied it. So we'll say another 10 minutes. So at 3:50 Australian time, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Queensland, Sunshine Coast, all the Queensland actually. Who else is in this time? New South Wales isn't in the same time thing. Maybe Northern New South Wales is. I don't think it is. Actually, no, it's not. All right, anywho, let's let that sit for a second. And I'm going to freaking... I'll just holler you guys. I want to be here. But that stuff, I just don't want to risk it dripping any more down. Yeah. All right. Bed. This is a very comfortable freaking blanket I have now, guys. Shout out to one of the family who actually gifted this to me, actually. Interesting thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to... I think this stuff might work though. Now that's frightening. If this stuff freaking works, we got a problem, because freaking hell. I think what I'm gonna need to get is, you guys remember when I got the drop sheet in the van when I was drilling the holes in the roof and stuff? I'll have to probably get a drop sheet, put it in here, covering everything. So then when I put the glue on, if it runs off, it's fine. Like I've got the drop sheet, it's not going to get on anything. Freaking hell, I can still... Drop sheet, gloves. Freaking get those long gloves that cover up freaking... I don't think I... Because... I can feel where that glue was on my hand. It's left like a tacky residue feel, I've washed it. Whoa, that's weird. You guys just see me scrub the hell out of my hands. Freaking maybe this stuff does work. I'm gonna freaking in a bit what I'll do is I'll go to my friend's laundry and maybe run some hot water on my hand for a bit or something, and just scrub and keep scrubbing. I mean, I wash my hands so much every day now anyway, so I'm sure I'll be able to get it off. You guys have seen freaking how pedantic I am on the best of days, so eventually, sure it'll come off. Hopefully it didn't get absorbed in my skin. But, yo, man, that stuff is potent. Jeez. I've never seen anything so freaking just runny, like that's supposed to be a glue. Whew. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. What's up, Data? Welcome to the stream. It reminds me of the weird liquidy snot that happens when you cry. It actually did look like that. I should have showed you guys how freaking, I'll get like a, when I get the drop sheets and stuff, I'm gonna have to get some drop sheets. I'll get some drop sheets. And when I get the gloves and everything proper, I'll do a demonstration and show you just how runny this stuff is, if it works. If it doesn't work, you'll never hear about it again. But if it does work, we're gonna have to freaking use it. It'll be the first thing that's actually worked, man. Runny or not, we're gonna have to freaking just make it work for us. Because, yeah, man, I'm out of solutions. And I've got like tons more. I've got 3 or 4 rolls of this black stuff still. I've got tons of it. So the thing is, the adhesive that comes on it just does not stick well. It's like the biggest fail of a manufacturer to make some. This is commercial grade stuff too. This is not like just some random household stuff. This is bought from proper hardware. You know, you guys seen me in the video when I bought it. This is industrial, meant for commercial use stuff, dude. And the adhesive, if it can't even stick on the freaking top of a freaking metal van, I don't know how they think it was going to insulate anything else. But yeah, it's a fail of a product. Like literally half of the roof is just falling down like this. And then I attempted to put duct tape to help, and duct tape's a freaking fail on its own. All right, how long has it been? All right, 3:48. That's long enough. Okay, I'm gonna go back around again. I'm gonna apply pressure for 5 seconds. It says apply pressure for 5 seconds or something. All right, so let's. This stuff is freaking. It's got me freaking kind of a bit spooked now. So I'm just gonna put some eye drops in my eyes. And I'm gonna get out of here because I've been breathing this stuff in for too long. They said don't, and I have, and I've got the door open, but I'm in a van, man. There's like no other ventilation except for the side door here. So let me go ahead and, okay. So I'm gonna press, it says after 20 minutes, press and hold. Man, that stuff, and it smells so potent, you guys. So here we go. I don't think I put any of the glue right up here, but just in case, because it's runny, so it might have ran down to one of these areas. So I'm just gonna press this whole thing along and see how we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I did put a bit on this beam here. This was the first part I put on, so I do feel like it's definitely doing more of a job sticking than anything else that I've attempted to use so far. That Sally's liquid nail stuff didn't, when I put it on, it didn't freaking stick this well from the get-go. So I think this stuff might actually work, but it's just really messy, and it's going to be really a challenge to get it to actually, you know, stick and stuff. I think that's going to be the, I mean, to apply it. Applying it's going to be the hardest part. And I'm assuming it works. I don't even know if it works yet, because everything sticks at first. Let's see what happens in, like, you know, a day or 2 days or 3 days. And I hope it doesn't, tonight I hope I don't get bad condensation, because if it hasn't dried properly and cured, then I'm screwed, you know? That it won't stick. The water will just freaking screw it up. Alright, so I feel like it's up here though. So we might get lucky, guys. It's a tricky situation, because I'll be happy it works, but I'll be also like, freaking what a pain in the butt's gonna be to apply it. But especially over in gaps, like over against the wall there, that part there, that's gonna be really challenging, because that, just how tight it is in that corner. Alright. I think it's up here. Alright, well, guess now we just wait, see if it sticks, see what happens. possibility this crap actually works. All right, let's see if it works. I think what I'm gonna do to help it stay up there and to seal is, I mean, it's a long shot because as you've seen, this duct tape doesn't stick, but I'm gonna attempt to just put some duct tape along the side there. I mean, it's not going to stick on here. Actually, I'm wasting... Nah, it's not going to stick. It's good in theory, but it just doesn't stick. It just falls off. I was saying just to put it there, just to help it stay up there. But this stuff does not stick to this material. It's not a really... This is the worst duct tape I've ever used. Anywho, we'll see how that goes. Gosh, I feel like it's dripped on my hair or something. I don't know that it has, but I'm feeling like maybe it did, because freaking hell, man, like that stuff. Crazy running. All right. Anywho, oh, what's that? I hope that's just water. Freaking hell. It's my blanket. My other part of my blanket that's on my stool. Gonna wipe it down. Hopefully I didn't get glue on my freaking blanket. Alright, I gotta get out of here, guys. I've breathed in way too much of this crap. I can feel it just in the back of my throat. So I need to get out of here for a bit. I wish I was on my other phone, because I got the magnet thing on here. I could go and take you guys, we could go into the Beamer and I could put you on the thing in the Beamer, but this phone doesn't have a magnet part on the back to put on my holder. And There's not really enough space in that car to bring a tripod along. Bleh. Gosh, we've already been on live stream for an hour and a half. Seriously? Jeez, how time flies. 90 minutes already. Freaking hell, bro. Alright, anyways, guys, I think what I'll do is I'll check in with you guys a bit later, because I'm going to go and wash up properly. I'm going to get the hot water and stuff from my friend's laundry and just wash everything up and let it go. And I need to get out of this van ASAP. I've already been here too long. I can smell this stuff, and I've breathed in more than what I should be breathing in, as they've said. I should have also, I could have worn a mask when I did this. Next time if I use this stuff, I'm gonna have a mask on. I'm gonna have freaking face goggles and everything else. Gloves, freaking the whole nine. Drop sheets. So anyways, guys, good chiming in with you guys. You guys know I love freaking doing these live streams with you. I will attempt my best to get back into doing a lot more live streams. I might do a live stream tomorrow on my Wrestle Fury channel, guys, because WWE Raw comes on tomorrow, the wrestling. So if you guys want to catch me in a live stream on my Wrestle Fury channel, youtube.com/Wrestle Fury. Link should be in the description of this video. And I'll probably live stream there for like 3 hours. So that might possibly happen tomorrow on my Wrestle Fury channel. So if you want to catch up and just chat and hang with everyone, I'm just going to do a watch along of WrestleMania Raw. But we can just talk and hang out and chill like we do on this channel anyways, one of my live streams mostly anyways. So head over to Wrestle Fury. I'll put a link in the community tab tomorrow. It will start at 10, so it will be 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Time, well, Gold Coast time. It will be 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, so everyone back home on the East Coast. The West Coast, everyone back home on the West Coast, it'll be 5 p.m. West Coast time, provided daylight savings and stuff. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. This stuff is, I'm getting out. Love you guys. Catch you in the next one. Keep it off tap. Peace.